Here, number 6 on Chris Sims's quarterback rankings 2026 is whom?
Yeah, it's Caleb Williams, number
Oh,
6.
that's my guy. I put
Yeah.
him number 1.
Well, listen, if this was a different exercise and you told me I could draft one quarterback to start a franchise with right now, right?
Yes.
I would
Yes,
probably
yeah.
pick Caleb Williams, to your point there,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
Now, I just don't
Yes.
think he's quite as
100%.
good as some of the guys we haven't talked about yet, but he's going to be close.
Yes.
And shit, would I be shocked if we were sitting here next year but Caleb Williams is the number one quarterback? Absolutely
Right.
not. He's got that type of talent.
So, Chris, with Caleb, I already seen it in his career. It's what we just discussed with Justin Herbert. There are times when Caleb just put the team on his back in the second half and said, you know what? I'm the most talented guy on this football field. I am winning this football game. Period.
That's where he's special. He can make
Yes.
plays and game-changing plays and throws and scrambles that you go, really, there's only a few people in the history of the sport that can do it this way. That's what it is. And
Yes.
he's got the clutch gene like you talked about. He's got unbelievable physical ability. And then if we can match up really what his negative is to be more consistent in the second and third quarters so you don't have to make magic happen late in a football game and carry the team, right? That's
Yes.
where we're getting to here with Caleb Williams. And we saw it last year. We did. There was games where you went, uh-oh, look, it's on time, it's on rhythm. He's going right where the ball should go. He's not trying to force anything. It's not about where you want to go with the ball, Caleb. It's about where the defense tells you where the ball should go. And you feel like Ben Johnson slowly but surely started to crack through as the year went on. Now, it's not perfect yet. We know that. There's still plays where I go, yep, you can't just sit there flat-footed and just let it wing and throw a 150-mile-per-hour fastball over a guy over the middle, and then the ball pops in the air, right? You got to throw with some touch at times. At times, he lets his feet get too flat. He doesn't stay within the rhythm of what you should do, right? 5-step drop, one hitch to the first read, 2 hitches to the second read, right? There's some of that gets lost at times. And because his ability is so great, it's like at times – he disregards his mechanics. He's like, oh, yeah, that guy's open 25 yards over there. Boom, and he just throws it. And you're like, no, you still got to, do the right things to throw the ball. I know you can hit it, but, let's be a machine. Let's not, let's not miss right now. And I think that's the things he's got to clean up, and I totally expect him to clean it up.
He likes to show you that he can hit those if he wants to, though. And you're right; he takes too many chances there, and the accuracy is not great. So you don't have concern. He'll clean that up. Right?
It's like I don't worry about it, and I know that's going to be the fight back of what about some of these stale moments? What about some of these throws? Yeah, no, that's where he's got to be a little bit more machine, and that's where I get in the mechanics of keeping your feet underneath you, popping them a little bit, right? Not throwing all arm and everything there, but you certainly see moments of him doing it and being next level. And then, I don't know if there's a one play, gotta have it moment, in the sport right now. I think Caleb Williams would be in the running for everybody to go, ooh, I might take Caleb Williams. We know Allen and Mahomes and Lamar are going to be in that conversation. I get it. But when you talk about Caleb Williams, his arm, I would say right now, I think Josh Allen's arm is the only arm that I would say is stronger than Caleb Williams, and I'm not sure it's stronger. It's that powerful. And then on the run, I think he probably has the most powerful arm I've ever seen in my life on the run. And that's where he's special too. And then here we are, year 2 with the quarterback genius and everything going there. I just expect a huge year for Caleb Williams to make another big jump.
So you and I have talked about this often. The guys who can make those 40-yard throws and they're only 10 yards off the ground, meaning they don't have to loft it in there. He's throwing a 40-yard pass the way most quarterbacks would throw a 15-yard crossing route. It's just darts. It's lasers anywhere he throws the ball, against the wind, with the wind. He doesn't care about any of that stuff.
He's amazing. He's made for Chicago and cold weather.
Yeah.
I saw this play right here. I saw this on Instagram this week. It's incredible. Yeah. He can throw the ball 65, 70 yards on the full sprint, or like you said, throw it 40 yards and not throw it more than 5 yards off the ground. And then what I do love is he's the first guy that does this, and we can continue to let this play because I do want to show this. This is becoming a thing. Well, this is becoming a thing with his mechanics throwing on the run. The kids are starting to copy this, right? And it's not having that other hand on the ball, right? He just holds it with that. Like usually we see somebody with their left arm up there kind of in a quarterback position. He's kind of like he's running with a baseball and does that. And
Yes.
I'm seeing my son and all these quarterbacks start to do this, and I do think it frees you up to throw the ball farther and then with more power. So that's
Right.
what's amazing by him. Got an incredibly quick release when he wants to have it. His arm power is unreal, right? It's about not wanting more, not being greedy, which was one of the things I talked about with last year. Sometimes it's just like, hey, the 5-yard completion was open. You know, it wasn't worth trying to fit the ball into that window down there 25 yards. Now we're in 2nd and 10 again, right? And it's that he's got to get better at. But, yeah, I think this is a special quarterback who has all the tools.
Just quickly, and we'll take a break. We'll come back here with number 5, rarefied air, man. We are approaching the top 5 quarterbacks on Chris Sims's list. It's not going to surprise you if Caleb Williams is number 1 on next year's list, right? Of course not.
No,
right?
no, because we see moments, right? And I know there's the inconsistencies we saw. Like, let's take the playoff game against Green Bay, the wild card game.
Yeah.
It's 2 or 3 quarters there of just but then he puts it all together, and you just go, I mean, shit, is he unstoppable? Can anybody stop him? I mean, nobody can stop him now. All of a sudden he can, and that's where I just think this is about to go. So, a lot of there were some games where it isn't consistent, but at the end of the game, it was still about you got to win and do it, and he can do it about as good as anybody in the sport. And, yeah, like I said earlier, if there was one pick to start a franchise right now, I'd probably take Caleb Williams for the quarterback rankings and where they are this second. Yeah, he comes in at number 6.